aren't many things that I like to collect because I have this fear of hoarding, but I like to have different types of prayer beads. And the reason why I love prayer beads so much is because it is one of the most powerful physical objects that I could have in my hand that helps me to come home to my soul. And so when I say come home to my soul, what I mean is that the prayer beads help me to connect to my soul, my spirit, my higher consciousness. Because I always say that we're eternal spirits in this body for a temporary time. And when our body passes on, our spirits still go on forever. It's eternal. It has an infinite intelligence and consciousness. And so that spirit really moves on. And therefore, I believe our soul is where our true power is. And so what the prayer bead does for me is to help me bridge between the spiritual and the physical worlds. So when I started nurturing my spirituality about 15 years ago, it was hard for me to wrap my mind around what it means to be spiritual, what it means to connect to my soul. You know, I went to a Buddhist meditation center about 15 years ago, and I sat there trying to meditate every day, and it was hard for me to meditate. I didn't even see the value of meditation at the time, but something in my soul told me to go. And the reason why I've been on my spiritual path for so long is that it's so important for me to connect to my soul, because I believe that our soul is where our true power is, that all of the answers about our lives and this universe come from our soul level. You know how they say, listen to your gut, listen to your instincts? And for me, that means listen to your soul, because the soul has the answers. And the prayer beads are one of the physical objects that help me connect to my soul. And prayer beads have been used for thousands of years by spiritual traditions to help to connect to the spirit realm, like the Catholic that hold the rosaries, or the Buddhist monks that hold their prayer beads while they're chanting and mantraing. So prayer beads really bridge the spirit and the physical worlds. So it's really taken me like over 15 years to start to understand, know, and experience what it means to come home to my soul. But I don't want it to take 15 years for you. I want to expedite it for you. So I created this little illustration, a crude illustration, to help you understand what I'm talking about, that spirit and physical worlds. Because when I started my journey, it was hard for me to get my mind around it. So I created this pyramid, and at the top of the pyramid is, a lot of people say, source, or source energy, or some may say God. Some of you may say God. Some people say divine. Some people say Shiva, the source energy. And from this source energy, everything comes to be. So our individual spirits, our individual souls come from this. And then from the spiritual realm, there's a manifestation, and that manifestation is the physical realm, the things that you could see, smell, touch, here, the physical realm. And so like our physical bodies, our physical planet Earth, our physical galaxies, our entire physical world right here in this realm. So the reason why I always say that our soul is where our power is because it's in realm 1. It's up here. And the physical realm really emanates from this source, from the spiritual realm. It's just a manifestation of this. And so I always argue that our true power is up here. And so when you start to connect to your soul level, your spiritual side, that is when you start to become more visionary, become more psychic. Because in this realm, it really transcends time and space. There is no time and space. And this is why people can be psychic when they start to tap into this realm of themselves. And so because we live in a physical body and we live in this physical planet, right? We are living in a physical dimension. What the prayer beads do is help your mind to bridge that spiritual and physical world. And that's what the prayer bead does. It's like a bridge. So I want to show you some of the prayer beads I have in my own collection. And this is my favorite prayer bead of all time. I love this prayer bead because it was actually hand carved by an artist named Freedom Heartsong. He wants to spread love, and he was actually on my show. And he hand carved this. He's also a musician. And I love this heart because it's like the yin and yang, the dark and light. And I always say we need the yin and yang to have harmony and balance. So this is really my favorite prayer bead because it was hand carved, and that's really special to me because that has a different energy. And then I have a couple of prayer beads with the actual yin and yang symbol. And this one has a long chain, so this is something that I hold. And of course, yin and yang symbol is gonna be special to me because I do a show called Yin and Yang Living, right? And yin and yang is important because it's about the harmony, the balance. We have to have harmony and balance to live our healthiest life. And I also have a yin and yang bracelet. And this one's more simple design. And I like the bracelets because you could wear it all the time and then you could come home to your soul all the time. So bracelets are great for that. Here's another bracelet, and this is one of my favorite bracelets. It has the Om symbol. You know the Hindu word Om? Om means like soul, divine. It has all of the powerful, universal, spiritual energies behind it. And that's what Om is so powerful. And I just love the color of this prayer bead, that it's just very austere. I love this prayer bead. Then I have a couple of prayer bead with the tree of life symbol. And the reason why I love the tree of life is because it reminds me of the Buddha when he reached enlightenment under the tree. And that's why I love this, the tree of life, when Buddha reached enlightenment. And so this is really significant for me. And I like these beads. These beads are pretty cool. And this one is for holding. I have a tree of life bracelet here that I could wear so I can always be reminded of Buddha being enlightened under the tree. And that's why I love bracelets. And I also have a bracelet with the Buddha on it. And this is my way of keeping the Buddha close to me so I can also reach enlightenment. And this prayer bead is very special to me because it has the rose quartz on it. And stones have a lot of spiritual energies and symbols, and different stones have different meanings, symbols, and spiritual energies. And the rose quartz represents unconditional love. It represents divine love. It represents feminine energy, compassion. And that's why rose quartz has that wonderful energy of love. And this one also has that Om symbol next to it. So this has the rose quartz and the Om, so it's doubly powerful. And then I went to the Christian tradition and got this prayer necklace. And it's the cross. Everybody knows the significance of the cross. And I love this because this is a necklace and I can wear this all the time. And finally, I have a necklace with the Hindu god Ganesh. Ganesh is the god that removes obstacles. And I wear this necklace a lot when I go to meetings or conferences because I want to remove obstacles on my way. I want to make sure I'm meeting people who are alive, who are positive, who have great energy. So I love this necklace for that. So these are some of the prayer beads I have in my collection. And I'd like to hear from you about what prayer bead you have in your home, in your possession, that allows you to come home to your soul. Share your story below. And if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. And I would so appreciate your donating to my fan funding because I use so much of my time, energy, and resources to create these videos for you. And if you want to visit all of my holistic living tips, just go to my website at yinandyangliving.com. Namaste.